It's so frustrating. Such a waste of time. I could have just stayed home and kept working. Come on, man. I just got done ordering something that is really cool, and I'm excited for when it gets here. It's supposed to get here. It says up to 5 business days. I think it'll get here this week, and I'm really hoping it gets here before Thursday because we leave for Tennessee this weekend. I don't get excited about products very often. This one looked really cool, and I feel like it's going to just vastly open up ways to shoot content in a creative way. I also ordered a couple other things. One of them was just like a magic arm from Small Rig. And this other one should get here on Wednesday. It's the Impact Combo Boom Stand. My buddy Jose showed it to me when I was doing a shoot with him, and it just looked like the perfect little boom stand. It packs up super light, not an issue, so I am excited to get that as well. I talked about in last week's vlog as well that I'm meeting up with somebody this week about doing a documentary on them. I am very excited about this. I need something creative to just kind of like let loose. I've just kind of been stuck in this bubble here lately, so I meet with them today in about an hour and a half, but I'm just going to kind of get to know them, get to know their story. They're way down to do it and tell their story. I think they have a great story as well, so I'm excited for that. And I'm going to try to keep you guys completely in the process of that. I think it'll be kind of cool to show how I go about storyboarding it, coming up with ideas, how we do the interviews, how we like the interviews, and set that up. It's a good learning lesson for me as trying to start a production company. It's low stress because I'm not being paid for it. So this is just going to be an awesome way for me to kind of get my reps in, but then also show you the struggles and things that I face on the way. So as I was getting ready to leave, I got an email from Tilta, the company that I bought the product I was talking about for, saying that the product that I bought is on back order and it could be 1 to 4 weeks. So I'm just going to make you suffer and wait to see what I get, but I am excited about it. I think it's going to open up a lot of creative ability for both professional work and even these vlogs. Something I did want to talk about though is just for part of the process of, you know, filming this like documentary, if it works out, is one of the things that I am looking to do here at this meeting right now is I am wanting to basically just get the story, get his story, figure out, you know, kind of like the key details and stuff. And then I want to run him through some of my ideas that I have, see what he thinks. Try to figure out a timeline, figure out what his schedule looks like, and then go from there. And so the biggest things I'm looking for are key points that I can hit. I want to hit like 3 key points. So I'd love to be able to tell the story of what happened. I'd love to be able to tell his story of where it brought him to and where he's at now, and find something that he's leading towards. So the guy I'm supposed to be meeting, I'm not hearing back from. About 30 minutes late, and I haven't heard anything from him. So I sent him a message on Instagram, and there's nothing. So hope I didn't drive 35 minutes just to get set up, especially because I do have a lot of work to get done today. Also, I left my laptop at home, which really sucks. I didn't think I was going to need it, and now I wish I had it because I'm at a really cool coffee shop. But I am going to just make some cold calls while I'm out here waiting, and I'll probably give them another 15-20 minutes. If I don't hear anything, then I'll just consider this an L. I found a gym like the gym that I'm working with right now. It's a franchise, and it looks like they just train people. It has a lot of the same aesthetic, but I'm going to give them a call since I've had luck with the gym I work with now, and just see if they have any interest at all in having content. Hey Dave, is this Dave? Hey, how's it going? My name is Jared Phelps, and I was in the area. I saw the gym, and I make content for gyms, like video, photo type stuff. And you know, I don't want to obviously take up your time because your time is valuable, but I was just kind of curious if y'all had somebody who did that or had any interest in something like that. Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you. Bye bye. He was not interested. Yeah, the content they have is absolutely terrible, to be honest. The video looks like it was made 20 years ago, and then the content they post on Instagram is pretty much just like iPhone stuff. He basically said that he already has somebody who covers it through the corporate office. I just don't really believe that or whatever, but it sounded like he had zero interest in hearing what I had to say. So okay, I found another restaurant, the Aussie Grind. looks pretty cool. Full service. It's a full service restaurant in Frisco. Has a bakery and I'm guessing coffee and stuff. Looks really nice inside, and their content is really lacking. So I'm gonna see if I can't try to call them and see if I can get on the phone with somebody. I was calling to see if the person who runs your social media was in by chance. I know it's kind of a weird question. I shoot content, so video photos for restaurants and services, and I was just going through the website and the Instagram page, and I think that y'all could like utilize some videos and stuff that we do, and I like to offer a free demo on like the first one, and I was just seeing if there was somebody I could talk to who would be interested in that.
I can't find him. I think he just left.
Okay.
If you email is the best way to get a hold of him.
Email, yeah, one second, let me grab that. Sweet, I'll shoot him an email, and then does he have like hours or anything?
Works pretty much every day except for Wednesday.
Okay. I'll shoot him an email, but I'll probably also try to give him a call back or whatever, if that works. Not to like obviously take it to
he's not going to be coming back today.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's going to Frisco or not.
Okay, cool. Well, I could definitely shoot him an email with some of the work I've done and just kind of see if he has any interest in it and all that. I'm in the area too, so that's why I was calling. But
perfect.
Yeah. So. Cool. Well, I appreciate your help, and I'll just shoot him an email. I never know how much I believe the whole, they just left. Because I hear that way more often than you would, think. So it looks like the guy I was supposed to meet today just got back to me. Apparently he had a last-minute doctor's appointment that he forgot to hit me up about. It's so frustrating. Missing out on a lot of work that I could be doing. It's like a 35-minute drive home, and at 3 I have to go shoot with the gym, so it's like just such a waste of time. I could have just stayed home and kept working. Kind of crazy when you start looking at different business accounts on their Instagram, how many of them rely on doing like memes and stuff. I think it's just crazy to me because, I don't know, it just kind of comes off like really lame. Like you're not taking the time to put into like your own content. You're just kind of like using templates and stuff. And people just don't realize how much it actually hurts the image. Found a place that does ceramic coating on cars, and it looks pretty bougie. Like they got some nice cars in there, so I'm gonna give them a call.
Hi, I'm not available to take your call at this time.
And just so if you're wondering, the way that I go about trying to find businesses is just Google Maps. So basically I just go on Google Maps, I zoom in a little bit, and then I just kind of scroll around and click on different business names and stuff that look interesting to me, and then go from there. From there, I'll check out their website, see what they have on there, kind of get a feel for what they do and stuff, and then I'll go to their Instagram and see if they even post or not. Just randomly started raining like crazy, so I'm in the truck. I'm going to try to make a few more, and then I'm probably just going to head back home. I really want to get into doing like restaurants and stuff, but it's either they've already got like content done, or they're just not interested. Like, it's very hard to find a place that's like, yeah, we need content and we don't have it yet. Man, I could just not find anything. See, like, they have the right idea. They're making good, cool content. They're just not making it well. Like, it's literally super low quality, like grainy looking. It almost looks like they took it off of TikTok and put it on here. Now, the thing is, I'm not saying that it has to be shot on, like, the FX6 or anything. In fact, it probably, like, benefits from not. But I think people just think that throwing up a piece of content is going to get them anywhere, and it's not. Because, like, you have to have some intention behind it. There's got to be an idea behind it. And food restaurants, they have it easy. Just make some banger food and show it off. There's all kinds of trends and ways to do it where you just need one of those to take off. You know, if you have some banger taco on the menu, if people see that, they're going to be like, that tastes great. There's just so many ways to go about it that, like, companies aren't understanding. And I think it's just because they don't really value social media as much as they should. This one doesn't even have audio. I mean, this is great, but half the video is covered up with this giant sticker. Like, there's so many options. I'm going to give them a call and just see.
My name Wood. How can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? This is going to be kind of a weird request, but I was going to see if the person who runs the social media was in today.
No, actually, no, but I can give you their phone number.
Okay, yeah, let me...
So that way you can reach out to them or send them an email.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I have it on video. Okay, I just put it on here and went to hang up and it deleted it. That's just great. Let's see if this guy answers.
Thank you for calling the offices of Greenport Restaurants are our business. You've reached our general mailbox and may dial your party's extension at any time.
Hello, you've reached.
This is interesting. What is this, Green? Interesting. So the number she gave me is to like a restaurant consulting firm, I guess, or something. Honestly, could be a great contact if I can get a hold of them and trying to figure out what they do and get on their radar. I think that's all I got here. I can't really find much else around me that makes sense. Seems to be kind of more of a big business district. So I'm going to wrap it up. Unfortunately, today was a bit of a bust. I still have that shoot today at the gym at 3. I got a couple contacts here that I may be able to get a hold of, so I'm just going to keep trying those in a little bit. I may try again at about 2 o'clock before my shoot, maybe about 1:30, 1:45 or something like that, and see if I can't get people after lunch. I seem to always want to call people during lunch, but seems to have some cold leads here, so let's see if any of these turn into anything. This is just the reality of it sometimes. Sometimes everything just goes not according to plan, and that's okay. You got to roll with the punches. There's good times, there's bad times, but every single time you take the time to call somebody or try to put yourself out there, you get one step closer to landing that next gig, meeting the next person that could set you up, things like that. So we got a shoot today that we are going to. This is given to me by Mr. J. Emil Jose. He gave me a shoot a few weeks ago. He tries to keep me busy, and I appreciate that a lot. He's a ton of fun to work with and just incredibly knowledgeable. So anytime we're working together, we're typically talking about work in and of itself and stuff, but love working with him. But today's premise is basically just doing some interviews. We are setting up interviews, and I think we have a little bit of B-roll. Looks like a corporate setting, which I've kind of started to enjoy doing these corporate setting interviews. They're kind of fun to just kind of, I don't know, bring them to life, I guess. But I got an email this morning that made me very, very happy from Tilta. And instead of it being here in 1 to 4 weeks, like I thought, the product that I bought that was on back order, it is now going to get here on, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. So I think it said Thursday, but hopefully it gets here before we leave for Nashville this weekend. I really want to see it and play with it first. So I am excited about that. I think it's going to be really, really cool. I cannot wait to mess around with it and show you guys what I got. Mr. Jose has brought me out for another job today. Shout out Jose for paying my bills. We are currently fighting all of this sunlight. This is just a room full of windows. So that 600D is going to be on overtime today. I think he's currently trying to frame up the shot he wants. They say tennis balls are so you don't scratch the floor. It's actually just for easy transport. So if you're looking at camera, this side is our shadow side, so that's where the B cam is going to be. B cam shooting shadow side on the, and then the FX6 obviously is going to be our main one, and then they're looking off camera. And then this is filling in the light for our light side. And then we might use that as a bounce or as a neg if we need to.
It is hard to move.
So my magic arm came in that I just ordered. It's a small rig magic arm, the rosette teethed one, and this thing is like crazy strong. So you can kind of adjust it however you need to. And then, so this side, this is the 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch one. So they have these in multiple different versions, but I went with this one because it's probably the most universal. We have a very busy day today. We have to gather some footage for my wife, who has a potential traveling corporate client that wants work. I have a meeting today for the job that's happening in Japan in January, and I will not be showing any of that. That is heavily NDA'd. But after that event is over, and once the content is approved, I can hopefully show some stuff there and walk through like how we planned certain shots and did certain things on that end. And then I'm shooting content today for some gym content. It is free. I reached out to him. I just want to get some more gym content under my belt, some more like, you know, gym-fluencer type stuff, somebody working out, more high intensity, things like that. So that should be fun. The gym I'm going to is a very cool gym. So I can't wait to show that. And one thing I've been working on this month is by January 1st, I want to be completely caffeine free, which kind of sounds weird maybe, as I'm about to drink a little bit of caffeine. Part of my problem creatively is that I really do rely on caffeine a lot to get me going, motivated, thinking creatively. And I hate that. I hate relying on anything, but I've been drinking caffeine for literally the last, I don't know, like probably 10 years. So for the last 30 days, I've basically created like a plan for me to get off of caffeine and try to make just like better choices in general. Because I hate the idea that I'm not good or creative or anything if I'm not like basically caffeinated, which, you know, essentially is a drug if you really think about it. So that's somebody in the comments of my last video asked me why I offer free work if I already have a good portfolio and stuff. And I think this is one of those conversations that's always going to be a gray area in the filmmaking community. I think you're going to have people who oppose both sides and stuff. So for me, and the reason I do it, and I'm not saying that this is how everybody should do it or that I'm right for doing this or whatever, it's just such a good way to get the conversation started and build trust with the person that I am trying to basically sell to. So a lot of the times whenever I offer a free demo, people are way more eager to listen and learn. And I know that if I can get to know them, do some work for them, show the quality of my work, show the turnaround time that I can produce, everything like that, then when it comes time for them to sign the contract, it's much easier for them because they don't feel like I'm just some sales guy trying to get one over on them. I will say that I'm still kind of experimenting with all of it and trying to figure it out because I do agree with a lot of the sentiment that some people say that it could cheapen your work. If people get something free from you for the first time, then you definitely can't come off as like a premium product. But I don't agree with that necessarily. There's a lot of places, a lot of softwares, there's just a lot of things that you can go do that offer you a free trial. Netflix, I believe, offers you a free first month, and any streaming service is probably going to offer you a free first month. A lot of gyms will offer you a free first workout. A lot of softwares will offer you a 30-day free trial. So it's really not uncommon of a sales tactic to get people in the door by offering them something free, letting them test it out, get to know the product, and see if they like it before they go ahead and move forward with the purchase. Just made it to the gym. This is called Self-Made Training Facility.
What's up, boy?
Boy, how you doing?
How you feeling?
Good, you?
Yes, sir.
You already mid-workout?
Man, I'm just starting up, bro.
Okay,
Honestly,
perfect,
man.
cool.
Yeah. What all you had in mind for today?
It's kind of just whatever you want. I mean,
We give you something different.
you're good, man.
Yeah.
If you got a thing going, I mean, it's. I just need content.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I mean, it don't even have to just be today. I can come in a couple times and try to fill some stuff out. So I'd love eventually to get some like fast-paced stuff, but right now I just want just anything.
Yeah.
You're already in the middle of one, so.
Come on, man. That shit was good.
Yeah, we'll get there.
There you go.
I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. She saw my eyes, she know I'm wrong. I see some things that you
Feels kind of weird to be back on the like free content grind, just like connecting with people, offering content, trying to get in the right places and stuff. And one reason I chose this person is because of the spot he works at. It's a really cool looking gym in Dallas called Self-Made Training Facility. And it's basically full of trainers. Like the only way you can work out at the gym is through a trainer, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not like a regular gym membership that you could just sign up to. So by getting in there and getting around, you know, all those people and stuff who are trying to build their content following, like I believe it'll put me in a good spot. And I'm also a big believer in you are who you are around. And I've been enjoying working out here lately. I've been cutting my caffeine down, and you know, by January I plan to be, you know, 0 caffeine, trying to get my diet right. I want to feel strong. I want to feel energized. And so like I've just been working out here a lot lately. And I think like the more I'm around fitness and athletics and stuff, I think the more it'll rub off on me to be a product of the environment that I'm constantly in. Somebody had asked me in my last video or 2 videos ago how I come up with ideas for our retainer clients or whatever. At first, this part was a struggle. You know, if you're walking into an environment like a med spa or a dentist office, you know, things that you don't really have a ton of knowledge in, it could be kind of difficult to be like, okay, well, how am I supposed to make content for these guys every single month? One thing that we have done is we basically just obviously follow what other people in that niche are doing, for one. So you glean a lot of ideas from there. But two, you want to look at things like what is good educational content that might interest somebody. Say, for instance, if I was to go shoot a dentist office right now and they needed an idea, what's something that everybody struggles with, would be good knowledge and can apply to a majority of people? Cavities. Let's talk about cavities. How can you identify a cavity? How do you know if you're on the verge of getting a cavity? How do you handle if you do get a cavity? What are things that causes cavities? That's just like one idea, like that you could turn into like 4 different videos if you wanted to. It's basically just taking different parts of the place you're shooting and trying to make pieces of content out of it. For instance, the med spa. There were some where we just followed trends and it was kind of just like, you know, had to do with seasonal stuff. There were some where it was kind of like, let's talk about a certain injection you can get and how it benefits you. When you're coming up with content ideas, just look into what other people are already creating and then just kind of think about all the different things that niche applies to and how you can apply it to the masses. I hope that makes sense. It is finally here after waiting what feels like an eternity from Tilta. And we have the electronic suction cup with the mounting bracket. Gives you a bunch of different options for mounting, which is the purpose of this. So just to make this very clear, I purchased this on my own accord. I saw a reel for it. It looked really cool with its capabilities, and I decided to purchase it. I think it was like $115. This is not sent to me for free. So you get a nice braided USB-C cable, and then this piece here that I bought with it is pretty necessary, but basically it gives you a bunch of attachments. You have cold shoe, rosette, 3/4, 1/2 inch, all that. So prick that up with it. Oh, there we go. Oh, that is not coming off. That window's gonna come off before it comes off. All right, let's take that. So now it's like, yo, what's up? I'm Josh Yo. Welcome to today's show. Oh, this is actually kind of fire. So I want to see if the wall will work because it is textured. It's not completely flat, so I'm gonna see if the textured wall will work and hopefully not damage my wall. No, I don't think that'll work. Okay, I mean, well, so it attaches to the door because it doesn't attach to the door. Okay, so it has no problem attaching to the table here. So now I connected it to the microwave, which makes for some pretty cool shots. You see me cutting up my ribeye. Shots like this are what I think would be really cool to play with. Putting a lot of faith in this thing right now, having not tested it much, but I don't know when I would do something like this or whatever, but I think if this thing works well, I'd buy a second one and then be able to have some kind of like dual rig setups. My only concern as of right now is, let's say I had it out like this and then the battery dies. Like, that is a concern to me. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on this thing and just see kind of the capabilities of it. I probably should have done a little bit more research before I pulled the trigger, but it just genuinely looks so cool, and hopefully not just like super niche and something that I won't use. But I like the idea that I could set it up right here like I have it, or I could even like set it up in here as a car mount or whatever, and it's not that big. I like the idea of this because then if I'm driving and stuff, sometimes I don't like sitting there holding the thing. I can like actually just like set it up and move on. The thing is that the suction cup doesn't take long. It's like once it catches that suction, it applies it to itself. So it just helps change up the angles that I can get, like this one, which is dope. So now I get to try 2 features out. I have the app open right now so I can actually see the shot. And this is the first time ever trying the low light setting. So I'm curious to see how the DJI Osmo can perform in low light when I get to go back and look at this. But I'm going to try one thing in my garage, because in the video that he showed, the wall looked flat, like it wasn't textured like it is in my room. But the garage wall in here is flat like that, so I'm gonna see if it'll suction to that wall instead. Yeah, not only does it not want to suction, it is kind of leaving a mark on the wall. So that's interesting. All right, let's try the door. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's stuck. Which I guess could still make for a unique shot. That kind of works with the active track. You kind of get something, whatever. So it works there on the door because there's no creases or nothing. So I guess even on the wall, it's just like, just not enough to suction for some reason. See if it'll work on the garage door. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna try it real quick with my actual camera though. See how well this thing holds up. Okay, I mean, so far, that's working. Doesn't feel like it's gonna come off. Wow, that's actually impressive, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna have to run over there, hit the button, and run back. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's pretty, yeah. In case you ever needed a shot like this, this is how you would get it. That's kind of impressive. Out here in my garage, I think it's kind of unique because, like, I'm just using the panel on the garage door. And it's not a crazy rig. It's not a boom rig or anything. Like, obviously, I think you'd still have to be kind of creative with how you use this. But so I think, like, when it comes around, like, it looks sick. Coco, what do you think?
What?
What do you think?
This one.
So last night, after I was talking about how I didn't know what would happen, like if the battery fell off, as opposed to like a normal suction cup, you know, it would just stay on there because there's no battery. If you turn it off, it holds the suction. So I don't know why I didn't think it wouldn't, because I don't know why they wouldn't think of that. But yeah, it holds the suction until you basically release it from here. Also, according to the website, this thing has like over 12 hours of continuous use that you can do. And then you can top it up with a USB charger, like a battery bank or something. And you can actually sit there and run it through a battery bank 24 hours. Like you could just run it. So I definitely think they thought of most situations that would arise with this. Obviously, there won't be any vlogs next week. Christmas is coming up at the time that you're watching this vlog. So I'll be taking another week off and whatnot. There's not even a lot going on right now anyway, so I will see you guys soon. But Merry Christmas and have a safe holiday.